Wamucii.
And you know, it was genuinely given me by an old lady.
Really?
The old ladies, old men, they're the right ones to choose your names.
Oh, really?
Yes, oh yes. It's
So
a real name.
if you were
She's
to
the
give
one
me a name, which one would you give me?
Oh, my. She's telling me I'm old.
No. I didn't see that coming. No, scratch that. Let's start this again. Okay, so Susan Wamucii and
Yes.
Mango.
Yes.
Thank you. Where did you get that name first? Do you like mangoes or?
Of course.
Oh, that's the reason?
No.
Okay.
It's from our clan.
Oh, it's from your clan.
Yes.
All right, lovely. So let's have a story, right?
No. We have to have a dance first. She has to dance, doesn't she?
She has to shake
She
the
has
shoulders.
She has to get up and shake a bit. Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
you
very
shake it.
serious.
I
Yes.
can't say no.
You know, you have to make. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what to do.
Ready?
And please don't make fun of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Very easy.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Okay.
Because dancing
no,
is
but
not
you're
my number
you're
one.
super talented.
No,
I'm just trying to, you know.
So you step and you do this. So as you step, you go.
Okay, like that.
And then you can step back again.
Okay.
You can do it too.
Washishina
Wamweru. Well
Love
done.
that. Woo! Thank you so much for that.
Okay.
What a nice way to start the weekend,
Now-
don't you think?
Oh, yes.
Now I feel
And now we've warmed up. We can tell a story now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Have to warm
Let's
up
listen to
before
a
a story
story.
comes. Yeah. What is that? Yes. Now the Duturo could see, and he could even hear. You could hear the sound of the blacksmiths working there, metal on metal. And around he flew and settled on the roof of a house next to where a man was busy sharpening a sword he had just made. This is the one I can sing to, and sing the message that I've been told to bring. So the little bird opened his beak. But the man just looked up at him. Hey, what's this bird doing, making all this noise? You get away from there. The little bird flew away. And even another one. That's just a Dutura. They're always eating our maize. Out of there. Oh, how was he going to bring his message if the men just threw stones at him? And then he saw an old man seated under a tree. This one is not busy. He has time to listen. So the Dutura settled on the tree and tried again. And the old man looked up. Hey, this bird is trying to tell us something. Hey, you men, there's a bird here with a message for us. Just be quiet, all of you, and listen. We need to listen. Be quiet, I say. Be quiet, and listen to what the bird has to say. Now, the bird could sing his song. He had a good audience. You see, he has a message for us. Now, which of you men left your wife heavy with child? And that was the moment when Muturi woke up. Can you imagine? He'd forgotten Wambui. He had forgotten his beautiful Wambui, his newlywed bride expecting her first child. And now what was the bird saying in the song? No, the bird was saying that creature had come out of the forest, that creature that eats people. Could it be that his lovely Wambui had been eaten by an ogre? I'm sure you'd love to hear the rest of the story.
I love that.
But I'm sorry, unless you come and visit me in Gong Hills, then I can give you the rest of the story.
We'll surely come. But wait a minute. So who's this guy who left the wife?
Yes, terrible. Can you imagine? Not just left her pregnant, forgot.
How do you
that
forget?
She was,
like,
how did
sorry.
Well, we should be asking the man here.
asking the man here. Is that possible? Is that possible?
No, it's not possible, but sometimes it happens.
How you say it's not possible and then sometimes it happens? Interesting. So, I mean, that is really beautiful. I'd like to know, why did you choose storytelling? Because you seem so happy doing it.
Oh, I love it.
And don't we all love doing things that we're happy to do? And look at you. You're smiling. You're so happy. You make others smile.
Yeah.
Why did you choose that?
Oh, I don't know whether I chose it. I just found myself doing it. Actually, I started when I was about 16, when I was a Sunday school teacher.
Oh,
And then I
makes
carried
sense.
on telling stories to
Yeah.
my children. I became a kindergarten teacher, lots of storytelling.
Uh-huh.
I went on a bit further, primary school. I found especially the Old Testament Bible stories, they made wonderful stories. And then I decided to retrain as a Waldorf teacher. I don't know if you've heard of Waldorf Steiner education.
Yeah.
Storytelling plays a big part. So I went away and I retrained, and then I really got
So you
interested.
actually trained to
I-
do this?
Well, when I trained as a Waldorf teacher, I started, but then I took a little course about telling stories.
All right.
And particularly telling stories, what we call healing stories, stories which heal as you tell. So I like to look for the right story for the right occasion that people will appreciate, and not to tell them something they can't understand or
Yeah.
grasp, but something that they can really
They
carry
can
with them
relate
and feel.
All
yeah,
right.
that's
And
what
you
I
know
like to do.
the languages that you talked to us about, but it's interesting that you speak so well, in Kikuyu and also the Luo. I could hear it.
The Luo is just coming. I'm
It's
trying.
coming.
I've been influenced by my friend here.
By Mango.
Yeah, we sing in Luo, so I thought
Yeah.
I'd better do it. So I actually took some lessons.
So you actually took lessons.
In Luo, yeah. I worked for a while in a language center. I was teaching English, but there was a man who taught Luo, so I took a few lessons and he's helped me along a bit. Now I can sing a bit, at least in Luo, without a big problem.
So someone
Yeah.
watching is wondering, I mean, were you born here? Did you come here? Some people come to Kenya looking for so many things. Others come looking for love. Others come looking for opportunities. I don't know about
Oh,
you.
you've heard about it.
I've heard about
No, I came here. I was born in the UK and I grew up there. But somewhere when I was 14, 15, I started thinking I wanted to come to Africa. And then I said, no, this is a silly idea. Let me push it on one side. And
Yeah.
I tried to push it for quite many years. But when I was somewhere in my 20s, I thought, no, I have to go at least and see. And by that time, I decided it was Kenya I was going to.
Oh, lovely.
And somewhere along the line, well, I met someone.
Oh,
And there came a family
do
out
tell.
of it.
All right. So you found love in Kenya apart from so many other
guess so.
beautiful things.
Yes, yeah.
All right,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Mango.
Yes.
So did you teach her? Are you the person who taught her, apart from the language center you talked about? I mean, have you taught her about our culture, things about Kenya? Have you made sure that she eats nyama choma?
Of course, even ugali, she can eat
You love
ugali with
ugali?
her hands, yeah.
Oh,
You're
really?
forgetting omena.
Oh. I'm talking about nyama choma. You know about omena. Lovely. Yeah. So talk to us about your partnership together. I mean, how well do you work with her?
Okay. So far, my role is playing the instruments.
Okay. And you play quite a number of them.
Of course, because I am an artist and it came just from the heart.
Okay.
It's something like a talent.
Right.
And I've been doing it for quite a long time. Since I was young, back home there, I started with playing the drums.
Okay.
Then initially I came to join a team, a group of traditional dance.
Okay.
And that's when I was taught to play the nyatiti with an old man.
Okay.
And after that, I met
Susan.
through the storytelling. And with the storytelling, music must be there.
Okay.
When you fuse music in a storytelling, it makes people feel that their culture is still maintained.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we normally do this.
All right.
But
Susan,
he's become more than a musician because now we've been working together for so long. When I'm there rehearsing, he'll sometimes stop me and say, no. If that man was feeling like that, he wouldn't have said that.
okay. So he actually teaches you.
Yeah, he actually observes what I'm doing. And now he also participates. We have stories where we do some dialogue.
Together.
And
What do you love about the Kenyan culture? I'd like to hear from, somebody who came from the outside. What do you love about us, about this country? Apart from, of course, your lovely family.
Well, I love the place and the environment and the nature. I also love birds.
Yeah.
But I love the way people. You can't be lonely in Kenya,
It's not
And
like the UK where...
Yes, you can't be. I mean, I suppose you can if you live in Nairobi and you don't know your neighbors.
Yeah.
But quite a lot of my time here, I've lived in the village.
Oh,
I lived for a
really?
long time in Odero, which is not quite a village, but it's a semi-village.
The outskirts.
And now I live inside Gong Hills, and it's a kind of a village too.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's, people pass on the road and they greet you,
Yeah.
or they just come in to ask you something. And And the neighbors, people have all lived there for a long time. I feel like, I've been accepted somehow.
All right. I like that.
Yes, I like the way people have accepted me. And, well, I've tried to do my bit, because if I had not learnt Kikuyu, I'd have been very much cut off from family conversations. I'm married into the Kikuyu community,
okay.
And at least now when I go to a family function of any kind...
You can interact with them.
Yes, I can interact with them.
Chime into the conversation.
Yes,
Lovely.
yeah.
So I want you now, you're a great storyteller, and
Thank
if you're a
you.
great storyteller, means that you can also tell news in a very, very... in
Oh,
a different
is that
way.
so?
I want you to do that for us, as our guest anchor.
Okay.
And but before then, I know you know a bit of Luo and a lot
Yes.
of Kikuyu, so I want to teach you a bit of Kamba.
Oh, lovely. Yes,
So
I'm
let's
ready
do
to
that as we
learn.
walk.
Yes.
So I want to tell you something that you can say to somebody you love. So what you
Oh.
say is Ningwendete
Ningwendete,
nangoya kwa yonde.
nangoya kwa yote. It's like
Yes!
Kikuyu. It's
There you go.
Ningwendete, nangoya kwa
Yeah, so that
yote.
means I love you with all my heart.
Oh,
Yeah?
thank you.
All right, let's go to the hot seat. Don't
So-
get worried. It's not red for a reason. Have a seat.
But that
Let me help
writing
you
is
out with
got
that.
so few words. I don't know if I'm
Don't
going to be able to
worry.
keep up with it.
Don't worry, please. Innocent, my auto cue operator, please go as slowly as possible,
Not
because
too
she's
slowly.
such a lovely lady. Yeah. All right. So there you go. Have you ever thought you'd ever do this? Storytelling is
actually.
like what we do here every day. Have you ever thought you'd actually read the news?
I think once, long time ago, I worked on a radio station.
Oh, really?
And I think we used to, a local radio station
Okay.
when I was a student, and I used to write and read the news. I just remembered the other day.
All right.
Yeah, we used to find out what's going on in the
And then
local
you-
area, and
yeah.
then we reread it. But it was
Corruption
radio.
scandals here and
Well, in the UK, not so much.
I wish I could say the same thing for us. But anyway,
Yes.
on to good things. So there you go. I want you to introduce yourself, but I want you to do it differently because you're a storyteller.
Ah.
Introduce yourself in a nice, interesting way, and then now you can take it over. But have fun, no pressure.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, all the best.
Today I'm your announcer. I'm Susan Wamucii. I'm going to do my best at trying to read this thing on the screen here so that you can all understand and follow. You'll let me know if I fail. As the D-Day approaches, US election campaigns have gained momentum as candidates narrow down their focus to swing states. US First Lady Michelle Obama joined Hillary Clinton on the campaign trail to drum up support for Hillary among women in Carolina. Donald Trump, on the other hand, campaigned in Ohio, where he hit at his Democratic rival, accusing Hillary of being corrupt, pointing to new emails released by WikiLeaks as evidence.
So, Momosh, you know what? So I'll sum up your performance with a tweet. Back in time, you say, your job is gone, Betty. Woohoo! Awesome. Momoshi. And for sure, it has. You know what I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you a 10 out of 10.
Oh, my.
Because you were
Are you
so
sure?
graceful. Yeah. I'm going to give you 10 out of 10. Tell me what you think at home. Does she deserve the 10 out of 10? I think she does. I think you did really well. Did
Thank
you
you.
enjoy it?
Yes, it was much easier than I expected.
Really?
When I looked at the words before, I was wondering how you kept up with them all on the screen. But it wasn't as difficult
It wasn't,
as I
yeah.
thought when I started doing it.
I'm happy
Yeah.
that you did great. So
Thank
tell
you.
us, tweet me, #Friday Briefing. Tell me how you think she fared. I'm giving her 10 out of 10 with no apologies because you did a great
Oh,
job.
thank
But I think it also comes because you're a storyteller. You speak out loud all the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's true. And a teacher, I'm
And a
also a
teacher.
teacher. I've been a teacher for many years.
Yeah.
Teaching children, teaching adults, all
Lovely.
sorts of people, yes.
All right, so we're about to take a break, but you have a book that
Yes.
you have. Life is a gift. It
Yes.
sure is.
Yes.
Just briefly give us an overview about what it's about.
This is my autobiography. I found that people are always interested in hearing about my childhood, my life in Kenya, how I adapted and what I enjoyed and didn't enjoy. And so somehow I eventually got started and started writing it all down. And I've put it into this book, and then somehow this title came to me, Life is a Gift. I honestly don't know how I got the title.
But do you believe in that? Like,
Yes,
that
I
life
do.
is a gift?
There are these people who something happens to them and they always seem to see everything negatively.
Yeah.
There are others who bad things happen to them and they always say, well, maybe that, that job wasn't for me.
Yeah.
There's another one coming.
Okay.
And they look on it positively. And I think that's the way to look at it in life. You don't know what's coming, but you take everything and you accept it and you live with it and make something good out of it.
All right, I love
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
What a powerful show. So now,
But this is your copy
Really?
I'm giving to you, yes. And inside it is a little picture of my my picnic site.
Okay,
I
you
have
have
a picnic site
All
up
right.
in Gong Hills.
All
A
right.
little map on the back as
All
well,
right,
showing
okay.
me where it is.
Okay.
So I'll give you that one
Thank
too.
you so much.
Shall I sign it for you?
Please,
Oh,
please
okay.
do, and I'm going to be reading it over the weekend.
Oh, that's lovely.
Life is a gift, that's for sure. Oh, thank you so much, Susan. You're such a sweet soul.
Thank you.
I hope to be just like you, sweet and making people happy all the days. Yeah?
Oh, let me write the date. It's October, isn't
It's
it?
October, actually.
The time goes so quickly. I was wondering if it was already November.